On today's video, we are looking at this 2TB retro game console for Windows. It's a plug-and-play drive, which means you can easily just plug it into your system, your computer, and it's ready to go. It has 100,000 games built in already. How does it run? Well, I bought this for, I want to say about 150, maybe a few months ago, and now it's down to like 108. I will get to my review whether it's worth it or not later on. Right now, let's get into some games and let's see how this thing runs. Okay, this is a system, and you can see that it's got all kinds of systems on it. But you can definitely tell this is going to be a ROM dump. As you can see, like, Game Boy is 1300, Super Nintendo 3000. I mean, this is definitely going to be a ROM dump. Game Boy Color, GameCube, Game Boy Advance. You've got Nintendo DS, the Wii, Nintendo 3DS, Sega 1000, the Sega Master System, the Sega Mega Drive, Sega Genesis, the Game Gear, Mega CD, which is Sega CD, Sega 32X, Sega Saturn, the Dreamcast, Neo Geo here, the CD, the Neo Geo Pocket, Pocket Color, PlayStation, PlayStation 2, PlayStation Portable. Then you get your favorites. Then it goes down to last played. Anything you last played is right there. Favorites, you can put your favorites in it, any kind of games you want. That's pretty much the whole setup here. And now let's get into some games, and we'll see how this plays. Okay, you can definitely see it's going to be a ROM dump. Look at all these doubles here. Banana, 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 Barbie, 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 baseball, 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 bases loaded. All kinds of Batmans here. 3 Batman Return of the Jokers. 3 bases loaded. Yeah. This is definitely a ROM dump. Let's just get into some games. Let's see how this plays. We'll start off with Batman for the NES. As you can see, Batman plays good for the NES. Only one of my complaints is, and you'll see later why, is the custom, like, some systems has custom borders on there, and you can do that with all the systems, because I've done that with my launch box setup. Like, if I'm playing Batman, it will have its own custom border there, and I don't know why these don't. I could probably do it here, I just haven't really figured it out yet. But yeah, Nintendo, you're not gonna have much trouble with Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis. They pretty much, all these classic consoles, they're pretty much gonna play on anything. Here's some Mega Man 5 for the Game Boy, and as you can see, it's running smooth. There is some slowdown in this game, and I don't know why, because I don't know if it's the game itself, because I've never really played Game Boy that much as a kid, but I mean, otherwise it does sound and look good, so I really have no problem with the sound or anything. Next, we'll do some Alien vs. Predator for the Super Nintendo, and yeah, no problems at all. It plays smooth, absolutely no problem. Like I said, these older systems you're not going to have much trouble with. I just wish they had those custom borders, bezels on the sides, instead of just doing a system. That would have been so much better. Next, we're going to play some Nintendo 64, and we'll try some GoldenEye, because I know a lot of times you emulate this, it doesn't work. Okay, to my surprise, it's actually working pretty good. I just need to get used to the controls, but it sounds good, and it plays just like it did in Nintendo 64. That's actually surprising, because I know a lot of these Nintendo 64 games won't run, so it's always hit and miss with these, and that's just because of the hardware itself. It was just so hard to emulate. Next, we're going to try some Nintendo 3DS, and we're going to try some Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, one of my all-time favorite Zelda games, and this was awesome remade on this system. And it actually runs smooth, and yeah, I mean, absolutely no problems. The sound does sound a little distorted, so other than that, it plays pretty good. And I've tried a couple other games. I've tried Metroid Return of Samus and Ninja Turtles game, and they all pretty much sound the same. They all play good, just the sound's really a little distorted. Not enough to ruin the gameplay or nothing, but okay. Next, we're going to try some Sega CD, and we're going to try some Batman Returns. This actually looks pretty good. It runs smooth, sounds good. I have absolutely no issues with this one. We're going to try some Donald Duck Going Crackers for the Dreamcast, and again, no problem. It works good. Yeah, absolutely no problem. Sounds good, looks good. I'm gonna have to try more games for the system. Okay, we're gonna try some Simpsons Arcade, and as you can see, I absolutely have no problem with this. This is for the arcades, and it's running smooth. Absolutely no issues. Sounds good. Next, we're gonna try some WWF WrestleFest. My favorite wrestling game for the arcades, and again, no problems. So the arcades are running good. I did try some Sega Saturn, and I could not get no games to work on that. I tried a couple GameCube games, and I tried the Mario Kart Double Dash. That worked pretty good, and the Mario Kart Golf, the Mario Golf game. So those work pretty good. Other than that, so my final thoughts on the system. Well, it's not bad. It's definitely a ROM dump. You can see that. I think all the games that they play really good. I just wish they all had that custom bezels on the side, custom borders. There might be a way to do it. I'm just not sure yet, but that's not a big issue. That's my preference. That's where I like it. But there's probably better builds out there, but this is only 109 or 108 on Amazon right now. You do get 100,000 games on it. So, but what I would recommend is if you know how to do it yourself but don't have games, this is a good place just to get the games. You spend 108 for 100,000 games. So that's worth it alone. And what I do is I actually took this because some of my games got corrupted, so I got this and I used the launch box because I think that's actually better than RetroBat. I'm not a huge fan of the RetroBat, but yeah, I think and I made my own custom layout and I like it a lot better, and all my systems pretty much have custom borders, so that's good. But overall, I don't know. I would probably rate this a 6.5 out of 10. It's not a great build, but I mean, it's, like I said, for the games, it's worth it for the games itself. But I mean, I always say that's probably about it. It's probably better builds out there, so I wouldn't go crazy about this. But I mean, like I said, if you want this for the games, pick it up for the games. All right. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up for your support, and don't forget to subscribe. And until next video, have a great day.